If you've ever smashed the screen of your iPhone, you'll know that getting it repaired is not only a colossal pain in the neck, it can be massively expensive. That may all be about to change. Apple is introducing a program it's calling self-service repair that will let you repair your device at home with parts bought from Apple and a manual provided by Apple. It's a response in many ways to the right to repair movement, which has gained pace in recent years. Whereas it used to be quite straightforward to repair electronic devices, perhaps 25 or 30 years ago, as they've grown more complex and proprietary, it's got harder and harder. Now we're seeing a wave of legislation in the works. In the European Union, towards the end of next year, there's likely to be legislative proposals that not only standardize the spare parts for each device, but also ensure that their pricing is reasonable. That's where Apple comes in. They seem to be getting ahead of some of this legislation with their own proposals. But the devil will, of course, be in the detail of what Apple's solution looks like. How expensive are the parts going to be? Could you count them as reasonable? And also, how easy will it actually be to do this yourself?
There are plenty of videos online to explain how it's done, but most customers, we estimate only 5% of customers in the market will actually repair their own device, whereas 95% will go to a professional. If you're going to get it wrong, it's quite costly. And whilst in many ways devices have become easier to repair and more intuitive, I would say, there is also many risks involved in terms of, one little bit of damage to the logic board or one tear of a flex cable could render a significant part of the device damaged entirely.
Right now, to get an iPhone screen fixed by Apple, it'll cost you in the region of $280. For a battery to be replaced, it'll cost you about $70 if you do it with Apple itself. The difference in price to do it at home will be a really important data point, and that's where the detail lies. For the longest time, Apple said that it opposed repairs being done by people that weren't licensed or just users doing it at home. It said that it was dangerous, that it risked creating fires if you open the back of your smartphone. This is therefore a huge handbrake turn, but does quite a lot to burnish Apple's green credentials.